Hey guys, it's time for chapter 34. If you remember, the previous couple chapters have been kind of this build up to the Alterna Fiesta, where Malu almost broke up the band and got him back together. Well, she did break up the band, then got back together with the band, and then she cut her hair, and her mom didn't quite freak out as bad as I thought. My prediction was a little wrong. Mom still wasn't happy, but and she's letting her go to the Alterna Fiesta. I don't know. She's got something up her sleeve, I think. And the last chapter had ended with Malu walking Signora Oralia to, I think, the talent show. After I dropped off Signora Oralia in the auditorium, I went back outside to wait for the band. The parking lot of Posada Middle School looked like an autumn wonderland. It was decorated with bales of hay and pumpkins and red and orange balloons. Long banners of colorful papel picado hung overhead. There was an impressive food and drink table. Miss Anderson, the art teacher, poured pink sugar into a cotton candy machine. I watched as it slowly turned into pink spider webs. Wow, what happened to your hair, Maria Luisa? Selena sauntered up, and her eyes got wide as she looked at my hair. The hypnotic whirl of the cotton candy machine helped keep my full-on panic about our secret show at bay. The last person I wanted to see was Selena. Did you fall into some toxic sludge? She asked, wrinkling her nose. Do you fall into toxic sludge every morning? I asked, wrinkling my nose back at her. Today, Selena wore a long fuchsia skirt and white off-the-shoulder blouse embroidered along the neckline with flowers. Her hair was up in a fancy crown of braids. She had on bright red lipstick and blush, and her eyes were made up. She didn't look like she had just fallen into a toxic slug. She looked like she came to dance and take care of business. Miss Anderson held out 2 paper cones topped with 2 sugar clouds. No, thank you, I said. My stomach couldn't handle food right then. But Selena grabbed hers and bit into it. You know hair dye is against the dress code, Selena said. Of course I know that, I said. Don't worry about me and the dress code. That's too bad your little talent show plans fell through, huh? She asked, giving me a big red smirk. A little piece of cotton candy stuck to her lipstick. Nerves and anger bubbled up inside me like someone had poured vinegar into a science project volcano full of baking soda. And it's too bad your Irish dance class didn't happen, I said. It's a bummer your mom said no. I didn't know why I'd said that, but it had come out of my mouth like toxic sludge. As soon as I'd said it, I'd felt terrible, especially when I saw Selena's face. She looked like I'd smacked her. I could see her chewing on the inside of her lower lip. Finally, she opened her mouth to say something, but nothing came out. She turned on her heel and started to walk away. Before I knew it, I found myself speed walking to catch up with her. Wait! I called out. She stopped, but didn't turn around. I dug into my bag until I found what I was looking for. Here, I said. I handed her one of the few copies of our talent show flyer that I'd saved. What's this? She asked, looking at it. I mean, I know what it is, but why are you giving it to me? We're still going to do our show, I said. Joe's mom is going to help us, and if you want, you can be a part of it too. Why would I do that? Selena asked. I'm already in the talent show. The real talent show. I know, I said and shrugged, but if you decide you want to do something different, maybe something you've always wanted to do but felt like you couldn't, that's what the Alterna Fiesta is all about. Selena looked at the flyer, then up at me. She didn't suck at her teeth or swat me away. She was quiet and hard to read. Never mind, I said. Keep her to throw away. Whatever. I didn't know what else to say, so I walked back toward the band's planned meeting spot. I watched as Selena fold the flyer and stuck it into the pocket of her skirt before going inside the auditorium. I might just read. That was a pretty quick chapter, and this one's a quick chapter too. I'm going to read 2 chapters today, 34 and 35. It's showtime, Joe said, trotting up. Oh, cotton candy. A large black mariachi hat hung around his neck from a strap. What is that? I asked, pointing to it. What does it look like? Joe asked. Dude, you have no idea how hard it was to keep this thing from getting smashed. It's so big. He pulled the hat onto his head. You're not serious, I said. Benny walked up with Ellie in tow. Both of them wore matching mariachi hats. You planned this and didn't tell me? Are you mad? Joe asked. Or just jealous? Benny asked, and they both laughed. Well, yeah, I said. No worries. Ellie had been hiding a similar hat behind her back, and she placed it on my head. Do you think we'd leave you out? That totally completes your look, Joe said. You should have seen your face when you thought you weren't getting a hat, Benny said, playfully shoving me. Whatever, I said. I caught a reflection in the glass wall. Joe with his Henry Huggins look, tall Benny with his long hair and trumpet case, Ellie with her army jacket covered in pins, her long red hair sticking out from under her hat, and me. A group of outsider weirdos in matching t-shirts and mariachi hats. We looked ridiculous and amazing at the same time. We can't bring these into the auditorium, I said. The 4 of us in mariachi hats would definitely sound an alarm. We dropped the hats off in the library, then filed into the auditorium with kids and parents to watch some of the principal-approved talent show before meeting up with Mrs. Hidalgo. Principal Rivera walked onto the stage and welcomed the audience to what she called a very special celebration. She went on to explain how on this 30th anniversary of the school, it was important to remember Posada the man as someone who proudly represented Mexican people and culture through his art. She showed some slides of his prints, including the really famous one of a skeleton woman wearing a big hat. I'm sure Posada would be proud of our students who are performing today, Principal Rivera concluded, most of them representing Mexican culture. Please give them your undivided attention and enjoy today's show. She clapped, and the audience joined in as the lights dimmed. Did anyone else suddenly become nervous? Joe whispered when the first performer came on the stage. Yeah, I said, watching the kid play the violin. I'm about to be sick. Don't get sick on us, Benny said. He pulled a candy bar from the pocket of his jacket and unwrapped it. How can you even eat right now? I asked. I'm hungry, Benny shrugged. Want a bite? I stuck out my tongue like I was gagging. Blech. Oh, come on, Ellie said. You guys aren't really nervous, are you? Yeah, this is going to be fun, Benny said. Fun. Right. I slumped in my seat to watch the show. An 8th grader sang a familiar song. Her voice cracked when she first opened her mouth. I knew the feeling well. What if that happens to me? I whispered to Ellie. Don't freak out, she said. You're going to be great. The girl got through her song, but she rushed off the stage in near tears. I swallowed hard as I watched Mrs. Larson meet her at the edge of the backstage area. When it was Selena's turn, she walked out, straight-backed, hands holding her skirt so it was on full display. She didn't look nervous at all, like this was something she did all the time. I remembered all the awards at the dance school. Then the jumpy, familiar guitar sounds of La Bamba started. My song, Joe said excitedly. For the next few minutes, we watched as Selena twirled and dipped and stomped along to the music, always with a big smile on her face. If this was a movie, she would have broken a heel and run off the stage mortified. But this wasn't a movie. She made it through the entire song without a problem. At the end, she even took off her candy necklace and tossed it into the audience. Kids jumped out of their seats and scrambled to grab it like she was some kind of rock star. With the end of each performance, my tongue felt more and more like it was made out of cardboard. Finally, Joe nudged me. Just got a text from my mom, he said. She's outside with our stuff. Time to set up. Well, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think Malu was kind of mean to Selena there? Depends on your point of view. It's always nice to think that you're a bigger person than a bully like that, and you wouldn't snap back, especially about the whole Irish dancing thing. But people can only be pushed so far sometimes, and then they snap. So maybe that's what Malu was doing. I don't know. What do you guys think? That will be one of your questions. Please respond to all the questions for this portion, guys.